Hello students, welcome to my channel Engineers Academy. Kindly subscribe my channel if it helps in your learning. Now we are going to solve this problem 1300. The problem says that the 0.5 pound ball is guided along the vertical circular path, and that path is defined by this function. This is r equals to 2 rc cos of theta, and rc is the radius of this semicircle using the arm OA. If the arm has an angular velocity of theta dot equals to 0.4 radian per second and an angular acceleration of theta double dot is 0.8 radian per second square at the instant when theta equals to 30 degree, determine the force of the arm on the ball. Neglect friction and the size of the ball. Set RC equals to 0.4 feet. So this RC is 0.4 feet. And similarly, this is also RC from here to here. Let me write that this is RC as well. This is 0.4 feet. And this is 30 degrees. So we are going to solve this problem using the cylindrical coordinates. So I will define my radial axis. So the radial axis is always acting in the outward direction, that is away from the center of rotation. So let's say this is my positive R. And since theta is increasing in this direction, so we have to define our positive theta direction in the increasing theta direction. So this is my positive theta direction, and the weight of the ball is going to act vertically downward. So let me represent that weight. So that weight is going to act like this, and the weight is 0.5 pounds. And similarly, this rake is going to apply the normal force on this P, and that normal force is going to act in the radial direction of this semicircle. So this will be that normal force. So now let's say that this angle is alpha. So if we consider, let's say that this is point K, let's say, if we consider this OPK triangle, so we can find this alpha angle if we apply the sine's law. So I can write that sine of alpha divided by the opposite side magnitude will be equal to the sine of theta. So sine of theta is 30 degrees, or we can say, let me write that this is theta. So sine of theta divided by the length of the opposite side, which is RC. So RC will cancel out, and from this we can see that sine of alpha is sine of theta. So it is only possible when alpha is equal to theta. So this means that when this angle theta is 30 degrees, then this n is also making that same 30 degree angle with the radial axis. So let me write that this angle is 30 degrees as well. This is 30. So now first I will find the acceleration. Let's say that the acceleration in the radial direction is AR, and the acceleration in the theta direction is, let's say, A theta. So these are our kinematics equations for AR and A theta. So we will use these. So since we are given that R is, let me write that R is equal to 2 RC, and RC is given, which is 0.4. So I will write 2 into 0.4 cos of theta. So 2 into 0.4 is 0.8. So let me write that this is 0.8 cos of theta. So we can find R when theta is 30 degrees. So R is 0.8 cos of 30 degrees. So 0.8 cos of 30. So R is 0.693. So R is 0.693 feet. Now to find R dot, we need to take one another derivative of this R. So the derivative with respect to time is R dot. So this will be 0.8, and the derivative of cos is minus sine of theta, and since theta is also changing with time, so it is a function of time, so we have to take the derivative of this angle as well. So we have to apply the chain rule. So this will be theta dot. So R double dot is equal to minus 0.8 sine of 30 degrees, and theta dot is given, which is 0.4. So I have to put 0.4 here. So R double dot is minus 0.8 sine of 30 into 0.4. So this gives me minus 0.16. So R double dot is minus 0.16 feet per second. Similarly, if you want to find the r double dot, this is r dot, this is r dot. If you want to find r double dot, we have to take one another derivative, so that is will be give us r double dot, and this is minus 0.8, and now we have to apply the product rule. So sine of theta, and the derivative of theta dot will give us theta double dot plus theta dot, and the derivative of sine of theta is cos of theta, and one another derivative of the angle, so that is theta dot. So this will be theta dot square. So now we can find this r double dot as well. So this is minus 0.8 sine of 30 degrees, and theta double dot is also given. This is minus this is 0.8, so I will write 0.8 plus theta dot is 0.4 square and cos of 30 degrees. So minus 0.8 into 0.8 sine of 30 and plus 0.4 square cos of 30. So r double dot is minus 0.431. So r double dot is minus 0.431, and this is feet per second square. So now we can find AR. So we need to put those values. So r double dot is minus 0.16 minus r. So r is 0.693, and theta dot square. So theta dot is 0.4. So 0.4 square. So this will give us AR value minus 0.16 minus 0.693 into 0.4 square. So AR is equal to minus 0.271 feet per second square. Similarly, we can put these values. So R is again 0.693, theta double dot is given, that is 0.8 plus 2, r dot is this is r dot, right? This is r dot. So r dot is minus 0.16 and theta dot. So theta dot is 0.4. So 0.693 into 0.8 plus 2 into minus 0.16 multiplied by 0.4. So this is a theta, and a theta equals to 0.5224 feet per second square. So now if we apply the equation of motion, so for that we need to resolve these normal and weight into its components along the radial and theta direction. So as we can see that this, if I extend the line of action of this weight, so it is going to be perpendicular with the horizontal direction, and similarly this theta is perpendicular with the radial direction. So the angle between the radial axis and the horizontal is 30 degrees. So this means that this weight is also making 30 degrees with positive theta direction. So this weight has one component acting in this direction, so this is the cos component, and it will have one component which will be acting in this direction. This one is the sine component, and similarly we can resolve this normal into its component as well. So this normal will have one component will be acting in this direction. This one is the cos component. Let me write this is n cos of 30 degrees, and similarly it will have one component will be acting in this direction. So this is the sine component. This is n sine of 30 degrees. So now if we apply the equation of motion, and if I apply the summation of forces along the radial direction equals to MAR. So in the radial direction we have this cos component of n, so I will write plus n cos of 30 degree, it is acting in the positive radial direction, and this sine component of the weight is acting in the negative radial direction. So I will write minus, and the weight is 0.5, and it is the sine component, so sine of 30 degrees and this is equal to the mass. So mass is 0.5, the weight divided by the value of G, which is 32.2, and AR. So AR value is minus 0.271. So now if I bring this to the other side of equation, so its sign will become positive, and we will have the equation like this. So now I can find it. This is 0.5 sine of 30 plus 0.5 into minus 0.271 divided by 32.2. So this is 0.246, and if I divide it by cos of 30, so that will give us that normal force. So this answer divided by cos of 30, so this is 0.284 pounds. So N is 0.284 pounds. So the trach is going to apply the normal force of magnitude equals to 0.284 pounds, and in the problem statement we are required to determine the force of the arm on the ball, right? So I haven't represented that force which the arm is applying on the ball. So the arm is going to apply the force on the ball in the positive theta direction, right? So we will have that FOA. Sorry, I forgot this to mention on this free body diagram, but this the OA arm applies the force on this ball in the positive theta direction. So now if we apply the summation of forces along the theta direction, so that is equal to m a theta. So we have this FOA, so I will write FOA, and it is acting in the positive theta direction, and the cos component of the weight is acting in the negative direction. So I will write minus weight is 0.5 cos of 30 degrees, and similarly the sine component, this is the sine component of that n which is acting in the positive theta as well. So I will write plus, and that is 0.284 sine of 30 degrees, and this is equal to the mass. So mass is 0.5 divided by 32.2, and the acceleration in theta direction is 0.5224. So now if I bring these two terms to the other side of equation, so their signs will become negative. So this will become negative and this will become positive, and here we will have that positive sign. So now we can find the force that the OA arm applies. So using calculator, this is 0.5 cos of 30 minus 0.284 sine of 30 and plus 0.5 into 0.5224 divided by 32.2. So this gives me FOA equals to 0.299 pounds. So this is the force of the arm which it applies on that 0.5 pound ball. So this is the solution of this particular problem. I hope it will help you in your learning. Kindly let me know in the comment section if it helps in your learning. Also like this video if you people want me to solve such more problems from Hibbeler Dynamics.